One of our freelance grant writer students actually shifted her entire business to not do grant writing, but to just focus on grant readiness. That's all she does. And she has positioned herself really as that funder partner, right? Not just a task doer. And she has landed multiple clients from having this as her core service in her business. Why most nonprofits aren't grant ready and how grant writers get paid to fix that. If you've ever written a grant before that hasn't been funded and you thought it probably should have been, this might be why. Most nonprofits actually are not grant ready and funders can spot it like that. Today, I'm breaking down what grant readiness really is, why it's trending right now in all the talk, and how grant writers are getting paid before a single proposal is ever submitted. Hi, I'm Holly Rustick, CEO of the Freelance Grant Writer Academy and the Grant Professional Mentorship. We help aspiring and seasoned grant writers replace their full-time income on part-time hours writing grants. And right now, grant readiness is one of the most important and overlooked topics in funding. What is going on with grant readiness right now? And why is this trending? Well, funders are more risk averse, right? A lot of them are really looking, are you actually grant ready? Competition for grants has gotten higher, especially in foundation areas where a lot of organizations that depended on federal grants after 2025, they said, you know what? We need to start looking at more foundations. So there's a different type of competition going on right now. And you may be competing with very well-established organizations that have received a lot of funding. So clearly they are grant ready. And reviewers are looking for red flags even faster. They're looking for different ways to vet. They're using AI in some cases to vet different things. That might mean they're really catching areas where you may not be grant ready. This means that nonprofits can no longer figure it out as they go. And if an organization isn't ready, no matter how great and fantastic that grant proposal is, it's not going to be funded. So what does grant ready actually mean? Not the buzzword version, but actually what does it mean? A grant ready nonprofit or organization has clear programs, has measurable outcomes. Like, what are you actually doing? How many at-risk youth in your county are you serving? Those types of really clear outcomes. They have financials that align with a narrative. I always love showing that these are the two things that grant funders are looking for. Can you implement projects well? And can you manage money efficiently? Maybe you've gotten individual donors, you've done fundraisers, even bake sales. That also shows that you know how to manage money. So you don't have to be stuck between a rock and a hard place. You can show with these other types of fundraising and actually doing the programs, even if it's a summer camp or a soccer camp. Funders are also looking for systems to actually track and report impact. They're looking for credibility through leadership, partners, or past funding. So it could even be somebody on your board who's a CPA. So they know and they have that credibility to handle money. And these are things that you should be thinking about when you're looking for board members. Do they have credibility that even if your staff or your nonprofit, even if you don't have staff, can lean on for that type of credibility? And does your organization actually have the capacity to implement the grant, right? And maybe within your budget, you're like hiring a project manager to help with that capacity and all of that. You need to make sure you have that. So a lot of grants, what I see too, side note here, is that they will actually try to get brownie points or try to get priority points by trying to have the most shoestring budget and shoestring operation and over deliver as much as possible. As a federal grant reviewer for more than a decade, I will tell you that that will not get you awards. That will get you points deducted. Because if I don't understand that you have capacity to run the program, then I can't give you points for that section. Right? So we want to see that you're putting a budget together that makes sense. You don't want to overinflate it either, but you want to make sure it makes sense that you have the capacity then to actually manage those programs. And if you're not writing budgets to include capacity, or you're adding more than you need, you're overinflating your budget, then they know you're not grant ready, because those are things that organizations that are not mature would do, right? That are not really ready for funding. So when any of these are missing, you're points are just going to get deducted fast. Now, you know, right? Some of my secrets here and why this is a huge opportunity for grant writers. Let's break this down. This is where the industry is shifting. Grant writers, we're not just asking anymore, okay, what information do I need to write this grant? We're saying, are you actually grant ready? Are you going to get dinged? Are there red flags that I need to watch out for before we even have the conversation or even put together a retainer for grant writing? Can we instead actually get you grant ready first? Inside the Freelance Grant Writer Academy, we actually have something called the Nonprofit Wellness Audit that gives a whole audit on what documents to request from an organization, how to review those documents and score them with this rubric, and then ways that will highlight any red flags that funding sources may see to showcase, ooh, you're not grant ready. And then we also give you recommendations, language, templates, etc., so you can get strong in those areas where you may be weak and not grant ready yet, so you can get grant ready. This is an amazing service. A lot of grant writers now are delivering to organizations and saying, wait, before we actually do the grant writing, you're new, you haven't really had grants before. Let's make sure you're grant ready. So then that way, when we're writing the grants, you're already ready and you're not going to get dinged and you're not wasting your money applying for these things. This opens the door to grant readiness assessments, strategy audits, paid consulting before even writing. So you actually get paid to do that, and retainers that aren't tied to deadlines. This is how grant writers create consistent income without burnout as well. So let's see some of the common red flags that reviewers will see. Budgets that don't match the narrative. So something's written in the budget that's not in the narrative, or like I mentioned before, you're either overinflating the budget or you're trying to do it so cheap, but still keep everything all your deliverables so high. That shows immaturity. Outcomes that aren't measurable, like we're just going to serve a lot of people instead of we're going to serve 50 people at X amount, blah, blah, blah. No proof that the organization can manage funds. Like I said, even if you haven't received a grant yet, you can show ways that you've managed fundraising through a bake sale or a car wash. Or maybe, like I said, like your CPA, your treasurer on your board also is a CPA. So even if you haven't managed money yet, you have the capacity to do so. No evaluation plan, that's another red flag. And this doesn't have to be like a huge software evaluation thing that's $50,000. It can be like simple, like we keep rosters when people check in and out, like where this is kept, all of that. And we know how to actually evaluate the program as well by doing pre and post surveys. You know, the people that come into our summer camps, right? So it's really looking at very simple things, but you're really understanding like this is a program that we're putting together and we understand who it's for. Goals are really for this program, what the outcomes are for this program, how much money it actually and realistically will cost, and how we're going to measure that we accomplish what we set out to do. Pretty basic stuff. The thing is, once reviewers see one red flag, they start digging. They start digging and tear it apart. It's human nature to do that. One of our freelance grant writer students actually shifted her entire business to not do grant writing, but to just focus on grant readiness. That's all she does. Amazing. So she does paid grant readiness reviews. She helps nonprofits fix gaps before applying to grants. And she has positioned herself really as that funder partner, right? Not just a task doer. And she has landed multiple clients from having this as her core service in her business. She gets predictable income and she's not submitting grants on crazy grant deadlines. Like, that's amazing. That's not working more. That's actually working smarter. So if you're thinking, I'm not ready to freelance yet, how do I even get clients if I don't have grant writing experience? Well, here's the good news for you. Grant readiness is often easier to learn than complex federal grant writing or just grant writing in general. And you're helping nonprofits avoid rejection, right? You're helping them actually get well positioned then to move into grant writing. So they're not wasting their money at a part where they're not actually ready for that service yet. So if you're already freelancing and your income doesn't feel consistent, then you could really think about, can I also do grant readiness as a side part, or just as nonprofits that are coming into me, and can I have some kind of outcome that will look and say, hey, are you grant ready yet? This is fantastic. So make sure you get grant ready, your organization is grant ready before you start submitting grants.